Yo, what's going on guys, it's New7 and in this video today we're going to be going through some advanced building strategies. So the reason why you need to know these advanced building strategies is because the average skill of a player has increased so much recently, especially now we're in Season 7, progressively over time. The player skills just kept on increasing and increasing, and I find myself in a lot more building engagements now and having to make quick plays. So this video, we're just kind of aiming to get you trained up on some of these more advanced building tips, so then when you do come into these build fights with some of these really good players, you have a fighting chance. So if you do want to see some like basic building tips, and you can always check out some other videos, I'll link that down below, go check that out, and then you could always carry on watching this video for some more advanced tips. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. I'd appreciate if you just left me a like down below, and then if you just comment once you've watched the video what was your favourite tip and what's going to be the most useful for you. So without further ado, let's get right into it guys. So the first tip we're going through today is when your opponent floors over you as such, and then all you do is you jump out to the side, put a floor, ramp up over your opponent, and then from here, the reason why this is useful, we're going to show you now, is if your opponent's in a box looking down at you like this, they're waiting for you to make a move, they're waiting for you to try and knock them down, possibly box up, you know, they're waiting for you to maybe double ramp out. This move here, it's so unexpected and it throws your opponent off like crazy, right? So why this is good is when you've jumped to the side and you put your ramp down, your ramp flick up, you put a floor down, your opponent's trapped now. Alright, you've got a floor over your opponent, they're either in your box or they're trapped beneath, and you can maybe trap them, and it just makes an easy kill. You've now got high ground, and this is going to be so useful going against some of those really advanced players, and it's something you really need to nail down. So to perform this, all you got to do obviously is you ramp up. I'd recommend as well guys doing all these builds that I'm going to show you in creative mode, because in creative mode, as you can see at the bottom right, you've got unlimited materials, you don't have to worry about farming or anything like that. You know, you don't take any fall damage when you jump off your structure, and it's just really simple. So jump into creative mode and just practice all these builds today. So when you're doing this, right, you want to look to the right at about a 45-degree angle. You're going to want to jump, and as you jump, move your camera to the left, all the way to the left, and then look down. So that kind of motion there. You jump to the right and then look down to the left. So I'll try and do this in one take. You jump from the middle of your ramp, look to the right, do that again, jump to the right, look down, ramp flick up. As you can see, I failed the first time there, and you will fail a couple of times doing this because it is a bit of a difficult build. But the more you do it, the better you get. Literally, that's all it is. It's just the case with everything on Fortnite. The more you do it, the better you get. So you'll see people like Tfue performing advanced strategies like this, and they are just so advanced, and you know your opponent doesn't expect it. You know, you can make quick edit plays on your opponent, you know, as such, and yeah, like this. So bang, easy shotgun shot, very useful, and yeah, you'll see all the pros using it. So I highly suggest you jump into creative mode and practice that. That's going to be number one on the list in my opinion, as it is probably the most useful tip I'm going to give today. So next tip we're going to be getting into guys is just a simple 90s, right? I've went through this before, but it's something you just want to practice, okay? If anybody out there who doesn't know how to do quick three 90s, okay, I'm just going to quickly show you. Obviously now it's so much easier, now we've got tap to build, so you just ramp up, right? And how I do my 90s is I'm all the way to the side of my ramp to the right, I'm sprinting, and as I sprint I place wall, 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 tap, floor, and then ramp. That's it. Do that again. Wall, 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 tap, floor, and then ramp. And you do it again. Tap, floor, and then ramp. Place the walls. You do it 3 times. And then obviously the quicker you get at it, the better. It's a very useful strategy this is. A lot of people do it, but if you want to practice your 90s, just jump into creative mode and then just practice doing this motion. And then once you've nailed this down, you've nailed down probably one of the most effective ways of regaining high ground in your 1v1 engagements with your opponents. I do have a separate video on how to do this a while back, but I just thought I'd incorporate this as it's still a very useful strategy that people need to know about. So the third tip we're going through today guys is probably just as useful as the first one. So instead of jumping to the side as we did before, putting the floor down and ramp flicking up, what we're going to do is jump to the side, put a floor down, and then double ramp out as such. Okay? Now, this is, like I said, an unexpected move, because they're going to expect you to double ramp out from this angle, right? They're going to expect you to double ramp out at that angle. They're not going to expect you to double ramp out here. So if I'm, let's say, in a box here now, Okay, so I'm going to be here, and you're double ramping out there. It's difficult because now I've got to chase you down. I haven't expected it, and then the opponent who's double ramped out using this strategy can most likely gain high ground over the opponent, because you know he's not keeping his eye on this, you know, side of the ramp all the time. He's going to be keeping his eye on trying to like see where you are, like in all three directions, and then just doing that throws them off, and it is advanced. But like I said, this one is going to be, you know, kind of same difficulty as the first method, so I'm just going to show you how to nail it down. And like I said, jump into creative mode and keep practicing this. So the motion we want to do with this is, before, what I used to do is I used to jump and then do that. So I jump forward, look forward, and then just look up with my camera angle. I don't do that now because it's a bit of a gamble, because what happens a lot of the times you put a floor over your head. The way to do this is you jump, look to the left, put a floor down, and then look to the right again, and then start ramping up. So let me try it. As you can see there. Okay, let's try that again. Look to the left, and then you start double ramping out. Jump, look to the left, start double ramping out. Jump, look to the left. That exact motion there, guys, is what you need to nail down. Jump, look to the left. So it's like you're doing a whole turn. You see, I'm looking to the left, so I'm bringing my whole camera angle, so I'm facing this way where the opponent is, and I'm bringing it all the way back around, and then I'm double ramping out. You know, one of the most effective strategies at the moment of regaining high ground when your opponent has it over you. So highly suggest you practice that as well, guys, in creative mode, and just as useful as the first tip, and you're going to win a lot more engagements. So the next tip we're going through it's very simple, and all it is just when you edit through your cone, right, you just edit through your cone like this. Okay, and now why is that useful? Okay, so the reason why this is useful, I found it the most times I use this is when I'm pushing over to somebody. The one variation is I can put floors down, right, and then I can start doing this, you know, I can start ramping up like that. Or you can initially push over with roofs. Now if I'm pushing over with roofs, I'm getting protection from the front, the back, the sides, from all round protection because of the way the roofs are built. And then being able to make that quick edit for it to put it into a staircase like that will throw your opponent off as well. It'll throw your opponent off because then now they won't expect you to turn that into a staircase, and then now they're thinking, oh shit, this guy wants to get high ground, and then the build battle begins. And it just means then you're protecting yourself while pushing over to your opponent and minimizing any damage taken from any third parties as well, which is always something annoying, which you don't want to be dealing with any build fight. So to do it, you just want to, like, hold on a second, put your roof down, hold B, edit your first two, staircase, and then just keep your building menu out when you're doing this. I found the most success doing that. And then just practice doing what I'm doing now. And that's all you've got to do for this. You know, it's not like the other tips, which are very important. This is more just something which, you know, you can incorporate. It's fancy to do, and you know, you'll find yourself in some situations where, you know, you wanna like use the cone a bit, and you want to make quick edits through your cone, and doing that has helped me become a much better editor through my cones. So let's get into the next tip now, guys. So the next tip we're getting into today, guys, is a new way of gaining high ground similar to the 90s strategy, and I've seen somebody do it in a video the other day, and I tried it out, and it was I'm not too sure if it's faster. I haven't really tested it, but apparently it is. I think, I'm not too sure, but this is what it looks like. Instead of doing your 90s, you're just doing that. So to do this, you guys will probably, if you want to, maybe try and test this out. I haven't really tested it to see if it's faster, but I know just from doing it, it is pretty quick. So just to do this, you want to make sure you are to the right of your ramp, not too far, because I've noticed I fall off a lot when I do this. And don't try and look down when you do this as much as you can, because otherwise what will happen is you end up putting a floor over your head. So when you do it, I don't build a wall here. I just look to the left. I jump. I'll build two walls, and then obviously I just build a floor, a ramp, flick up, two walls, flick up, That's all you got to do. So just make sure you don't, otherwise sometimes you can accidentally put like a floor over your head. But as you can see, it's a pretty fast way of gaining high ground. Not too sure who it was I seen doing this, but as you can see, it is pretty fast. You obviously want to make sure you slow it down a bit, and there's not really a lot to say. And that's what, there you go as well, guys. If you stay too far to the right, you'll fall off. So all we want to do now, guys, is just throw all those different building strategies together into one sort of little building course. What I like to do is just the following. So I like to just ramp up, practice making quick edits, ramping up, jumping to the side, and then double ramping out, placing the cone as I go up. Practicing that is very important. Making 390s. And then also the other variations I covered, which is just as quick in my opinion, if not maybe possibly quicker. And then maybe just practice editing through some roofs at the end. So guys, there you have it. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope now you've got an understanding of how to perform some of these more complex building methods. There wasn't a ton of different building strategies in there, but there were some very important core exercises which you need to start incorporating into your build battles and build fights. So that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Like I said before, comment down below what you found to be the most useful tip in this video. Remember to also leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.